Good afternoon. My name's Chris and I live on the island of Unst in the Shetland Islands. So I got a phone call last night to go and pick some scrap up. It's all in bags, so I've just finished work, so I'm on my way there now, and we shall see what we get. If I can't see anything here, we'll get it back to the shed and have a look. I'll just show you the view while I'm here. You can see the house there, well, the houses in the distance, that's called the shore station, and that is where I'm heading, just to the, if I can get my little mitt in the front of that. No, my finger's too close. Just to that side there is where I'm picking it up. My car's just told me I've got low fuel, so and we have a look around here. And you can see the gannets diving into the sea, catching their dinner. There's a lot more this year because the bird flu was not very kind to them, but they seem to be doing much better this year. Let's see if we can get a... Well, they're not going to dive in now, are they? Come on. They're huge. There he goes. Must be some fish in there somewhere. And then you've got a gorgeous beach with the waves crashing in. One of the best beaches on the island. But it's a little bit windy today. So let's go and get the scrap anyway. Well, I have to say that was a fairly eventful pickup. A bit strange. I turned up to pick the stuff up and the guy came round. And about a minute later, a lady came round, obviously lives in one of the other apartments there, and started just having a real go at him, and shouting and swearing at him. And she said to me, she goes, "I hope you're not buying any trees off this man." And I was like, so it has nothing to do with me. I just kind of put my head down and sort of putting the stuff in the back of the car. But it got quite heated, and she was accusing him of all sorts of things. I know a couple of things he has done, and he seemed, as the first time I've actually met him, he seemed like a nice bloke, so, but yeah, she was very confrontational and getting in his face, and not particularly pleasant. She's not from here, but somebody from here wouldn't do that. She's just visiting her holiday home, but yeah, it was not nice. Anyway, I've got everything outside, so I'll bring it in and we'll have a weigh up because there's a few lumps of stuff to have a look through. Right, it's all those bags on the left pretty much. Oh, and there's some sizable chunks. I put my gloves on because it's lead, and lead's not particularly nice if you get lead poisoning. So that big chunk, which comes in at 10 kilos, put him over there. I only managed to get a brief look in those bags, so I'm not 100% sure what there is. So that's lead on a wooden thing. I think he's kind of a bit of an artist, but yeah. There's quite a bit of lead on there. I think the wood's going to weigh particularly much. I'll put that on the scales anyway. So, that's all we've got in that bag. So we've got one of those out of a shower or something, possibly. Nice bit of copper. Nope. That'd be more lead. I think there is quite a lot of lead in these. I've already got about 85 kilos of lead, so I have to spend a lot of time melting it down and casting ingots. Blimey, there's more lead. Oh I'm just putting it all on the scale at the minute. Big lumps of lead. Obviously come off a roof. Probably come off a church roof. Knowing my luck. Another arty piece. That should be quite easy to take off of there. That's all there was in that one. Crikey, there's even more. If anyone needs some lead, give me a shout. My word. I don't know if I'm going to get all this on the scales. That toppling over and creating a scrap off. Some big chunks. What are we up to? That's 36 with that other piece, 46 kilos. Whoa, that's nice. Look at that. Lovely big piece of copper. It's got some bolts and things in there that they're going to come out really easily. And might be a bit of lead there as well. Oh, jeez. Actually, some nice bits of wood on there as well. Oh. Oh, getting a sweat on. Oh, more lead. I said you only had a few bits. Oh, jeez. I did ask him if he wanted anything for all this, and he said no. So I think if I take this down to the big town, I might actually give him a few quid for this. That's, I can call that 60 kilos, and then that other piece there with the wood. I'm going to land on my foot now. Not having any of that shenanigans going on. So, jeez. I'll zoom out when I've done all this. You can have a look at this stack. Can't even get that one hand now. That's another 10. Oh, there we go. Bit of iron. A road sign. Probably not sure I'm supposed to have that. That might be aluminium then. It's quite heavy. It's not magnetic, so happy days. I'm not sure I can take that to a scrapyard. That would be an outside lamp. That's quite possibly brass. Let me grab a file. If I can get round my camera. There's my file. That's not particularly yellow, but oh, you swine. Oh, that's no good, is it? Boo. No, that's steel. I think all this might be steel. Yep. At least you separate it all. Measuring something. Oh, there we go. Stuck to my file now. Lovely brass. Nice big chunk of brass there. More of those. Bolts, piece of aluminium. Steel. Aha! Another lovely piece of brass for door handle. And that's all for that one. Just one more. Oh, got those as well, they're steel. Thought they might have been aluminum. What have we got? This is all one thing put together. Oh, piece of lead falls out of it. No surprise. Another piece. Aha. Now, that looks like copper with some sort of steel surround. So that is the two bits that are painted red are copper, and there's just this outside piece which is steel. So that's an old water cylinder, and he's made something out of that. So there'll be a nice, might be a couple of kilos of copper in there. So that's nice. I think that is it. Whew. Wow. Right. Oh, I'm out of breath now. There's a lot of lifting stuff around. Let's take the camera out. So, that there is the lead, and that's coming at, I think it's about 60 kilos. So now I've got 145. Pile of steel, just there. Brass, couple of little brassy bits and some copper, and those two bits of copper there. That's not too bad, is it? Just for a random phone call I got off a guy. Well, that turned out okay. So I'm really going to have to do some work. It's going to end up like Ian's shed before long. You won't be able to see anything. Apart from Ian, of course, trying to stumble his way through wires and copper. But yeah, going to be a busy winter, I think. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for all the likes and comments, and thank you for watching. And I shall catch you in the next one. Keep scrapping.